My link's Acid, and today we're doing What If I Was in Rise of the Shield Hero. Okay, guys, this is not based on true events. Also, this is not actually what I would do, and this is a made-up story. So please do not ask me in the comment section stupid questions. Anyway, so in this story, this is what I look like. My name's Yuri, and I love drawing guns. Love making blueprints. I just love the concept of weapons. Not guns, weapons. Sorry for the startle. I loved weapons. And I didn't really have a favorite weapon. So one day, I was on Netflix, and I went on new Netflix shows, and I saw a show called The Four Heroes. I watched a few episodes, and as soon as I put it on, my stomach began to turn. And then I blacked out. I couldn't see, but I felt an extreme amount of pain. It was like my body was being stretched, and it was like my arms were getting ripped off, my legs were getting ripped off, but they didn't get ripped off. And my stomach, it felt like I was about to die. But suddenly, I could hear in the back of my head, error, you are an error. And then the pain stopped, and I was just in a black room. Everything black, I couldn't see. The only thing I could see was a piercing white light. I walked to the light, and it spoke to me. Hello. So you're the new error, aren't you? Let me tell you a bit about myself. I am the previous error. And I'll tell you something. So, I became an error by one day. I was walking around being my adventurous self. And I was in a cave, deep, dark cave, and I stumbled on a statue, 5 statues. One of them saying Shield Hero, one of them saying Sword Hero, one of them saying Spear Hero, and one of them saying Bow Hero. And the last one said Error Hero. It looked like a glove, so I touched the Error Hero statue, and then I died right there. And I got turned into the weapon, waiting for someone to summon the heroes. So yes, you are the error hero, and everyone will hate you because you weren't supposed to be there, and they know the history of how the error hero occurred. And the king will hate you. So yeah, good luck. I asked him, but what? And then suddenly, my stomach began to turn again, and I was in a room. It had brick walls, and there were 4 other people standing up right next to me, looking at me with 3 of them looking at me with faces of disgust. The 4th one, who had a shield on his hand, looked at me in a confused fashion. And then the 3 heroes were like, so he's the person who started the waves? And there were 3 people, each of them were looking like a priest. And they were like, yes, he's the one. He's not even a real hero. And just so you know, I forgot the name of the country they're in, but the name of the country that they're in, right? They're the only country that knows how the wave started. So every other country doesn't know how the wave started. So then the 3 heroes, the bow hero, the sword hero, and the spear hero, of course, looked at me in disgust. I looked at their weapons, being a bow, shield, and sword. I looked at the 4th hero's weapon, a shield, and I looked at my own hands and saw 2 weird gloves on my hands. This is not what I look like. I just found this image, and the gloves look like what my gloves would be like. So as you can see, they can put out stuff. But I'm going to tell you how the weapon works. So the weapon is an arrow weapon because it's like a combination of all the weapons. So eventually, like, you know how the shield hero and all the other heroes like upgrade and their weapon gets like better skills. For this one, it upgrades and it can turn into new weapons. So the first 4 levels, after the 4th level, I will learn how to make all the legendary heroes weapons, but they won't be legendary. They'll just be like a normal version. So if I try to make a shield hero weapon, it will be a normal shield. A sword hero, I will be a normal sword. Spear hero, normal spear, and the bow hero, normal bow. And I start off with these skills. Yeah, don't need to level up for them. This first level, I won't tell you what's gonna happen. So we walked up these so I got up and we started walking. We walked up these old timey stairs looking like they were from the medieval times, and I asked, what are these? Where are we? And he was like, we are in blah blah blah. I do not know the country name. And he said, our king is very angry with you, error hero. He wishes to kill you. But you're lucky you're one of the four heroes, yeah. 4 heroes. You're just an error. But your ability is if you die, the rest die, so we can't really kill you. The other 4 heroes just gasped and said, if he dies, we die? And they were like, turned around and looked at me in faces of horror and were like, if he dies, we die? Damn, what? This ain't gonna be fair. So we walked up to this room using the stairs and we sat down on the couch, telling each other how we got there. So the 3 heroes were like, I got it from game, blah blah blah, the game, blah blah blah. Then they started arguing. The 4th hero, not knowing what it is, they obviously being the shield hero, asked, you came from games? I came from reading a book. And they all looked at him in shock, like, you came here from reading a book? How'd you come here, error hero? And I said, I was watching anime on Netflix. And they literally were like, okay, whatever. So the 4 heroes began saying each other like, oh, who's the prime minister? Who won the World War? And they just excluded me from the conversation. So I walked to my bed, which was the couch, because they were expecting 4 heroes. No, the couch I was sitting on. So he went to sleep, and I woke up the next day. And I heard from the sword hero's room, that the king is awaiting you. So I was like, oh, he must be awaiting me too. So I walked there in these green and khaki jeans, and the king. And by the time I got there, the other 4 heroes were already there because they got a shortcut, and I did not know how to get there. I got some direction from strangers. So then I came in there late, but only like a few seconds late because I saw the shield hero walking in. So I walked in, and when I walked in, the king hero looked at me in disgust and like, join the line. We really hate you, you know. So then they started to announce that they were gonna make parties, and the people in the party, the people over here, get to decide what team they're gonna join. So when the choices were over, me and the shield hero were the only heroes who didn't have a party. And I looked, and I was like, how are we supposed to do this without party? And the sword hero said, do you see at the bottom of your view, you can see like dot dot dot? And now like, and me and the shield hero were like, what? And we saw it, and the sword hero was like, just focus on it, and then you will see options. Look at help, and look at the help things. And me and the shield hero looked through all the help things, and at the bottom, the very bottom, the last rule was The error hero does not lower the potential of the hero he is with. Therefore, a error hero and any other hero can team up. And in small writing, it said in the bottom left corner, the error hero actually increases your potential. So me and the shield hero were looking at each other like astounded. And I was like, is it okay if me and the shield hero team up? And the priest and the king was like, no. It says it's a law that the four heroes cannot be in a party together. And I said, but I'm not one of the four heroes. I'm a fifth hero. And we joined the party. And the king was like, it doesn't matter. You're the two most annoying heroes anyway. Might as well let you. So me and the shield hero joined the party together. And he told me his name was Naofumi. And I told him my name was Yuri. And then a third person, a girl from the Spear Hero team was like, how about I join them too? But the Spear Hero was like, don't join them. They're devils. Devil of the shield and the devil of the glove. The error. So yeah. So let me see how long this was. Anyway, the error hero. Don't join up with them. He's stupid. He started the ways. Everyone don't be surprised except the girl was like, not gonna join them. So unlike Rise of the Shield Hero, she does not join the Shield Hero's team because he already has one teammate. But the people watching started yelling, Devil's Asylum! Devil's Asylum! And they were all pointing at me and the Shield Hero. And we were like, it doesn't matter, like they would hate us anyway. So we got our money, combined the both of us got 600 silvers and 1 gold. No, 300 silvers and 1 gold. So that's it. Bye.